Common question, common things that are being brought up by buyers are, can I lowball this listing? What's up everybody, Vincent Lim here with Vance the Experts Real Estate Group, and here we are another week with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Everybody's on track with your goals, on track with things that you want to accomplish this new year. So I'm going to dive right into it. I'm going to give you guys a little bit behind the science about bidding and making an offer. This is a very simple buyer tip, especially the fast-paced market that we're going through right now in Vancouver. Common question, common things that are being brought up by buyers are, can I lowball this listing? You know, I think we have been so accustomed to the last 2 years, the market being a little bit more slower, and of course it's picked up the past half a year, but we still have this mentality coming in with markets sitting on X amount of days that, you know, can we lowball this offer, or how can we, you know, like throw in something that they will bite? I think the main point is, you know, every buyer wants the deal. It really depends on what the market is and depending on what your purpose is on purchasing that property. But I'm not going to talk about any lowball or any lowball offers or how to make a lowball offer, but I'm really talking about a little bit of the science of putting together an offer that is something that you can present, that sometimes it might be a lower number, or if you're going to multiple offer situation, how do you prepare for that? So we're gonna hit the clock and let's get this under 2 minutes. So number one is affordability. You gotta make sure you know you can afford the home. So you gotta talk to a mortgage advisor, get pre-approved, know what your financial picture is, then you know what number you can put down and you're comfortable with it. And number two is the comps. Huge thing, as I said before in my last video, can't really use BC assessment as your comp, even though BC assessment has gone up. Some properties that you might be making an offer or bidding in multiple offers might be worth a lot more than that. It's very simple. Ask your realtor, send the comps of history, the most recent sales, and depending if you're going into buildings with strata, what are the recent specs of, you know, if it's renovated, square footage, dollar per square foot, the layout, where it's facing, it's a corner unit. All those things need to factor in so you know your numbers. And of course, if it's a single family home, how old is it, which area, square footage for living space, if it's renovated, if the roof is done. So all these things accounted for. If you talk to your realtor, your realtor will be able to give you that information, and you'll be able to come up with a number that is reasonable to go in. And number three is, how much is the home worth to you? I feel like a lot of people are just sometimes throwing out numbers in there, and when it comes down to multiple offer, it's a very weird situation. You're competing, but you know, the main point is, you know, I think the two scary thing is, you know, you don't want to overpay, and second of all, you also don't want to lose. What was with the house that you really like? So it comes down to this emotional thing that if you're making an offer in, how much is it really worth to you? If it's something that's ongoing negotiation, always have that always have that phrase in the back of your head. You know, how much is it worth to you? How much do you love this home? And if you're going to multiple offer, you know, at the end of the day, if you are maybe, you know, a few thousand away from beating the next offer, or I don't know, whatever the amount is, you gotta also ask, how much is the home worth to you? Am I gonna be happy? Am I gonna love it? You know, what happens if I lose it, right? Just losing out, and you don't want to overpay and be at peace with it. So those are the questions you're going for. So the main point I'm getting is, you don't want to overpay for something that you kind of love, you know, you kind of like it, you kind of can see it with the word kinda. You don't want to live with regret, right? But you also don't want to put yourself in a position where, you know, at the end of the day, you lose that property, and the next morning you're regretting it. You wish you could have paid that extra 10, 15, 20, 30,000 more to get it, because at the end of the day, you realize you are happy in that place, and you can see yourself living in long term, right? So those are the questions you want to ask yourself, and just really put that behind, really think about it, really put it in the back of your mind when you're making this offer. So all those three things, very important. And the final thing is, point number 4 is, have this offer, whether you're doing negotiating or whether you're going into multiple offer, be very well prepared with the offer. So if the realtor is advising you do some things with the documents of, you know, even with the clauses and whatnot, it's this ongoing communication. How do you make your offer strong? And two things: if you're putting an offer on something that you're not competing with, and if you're going to with a lower number than what the comps are, but if you have a really well prepared, a really good facts to back it up. When you present that, usually you won't even offend the seller or the listing agent, but they would actually respect that you have put in time and have the offer well thought out for them to present, and that could open up that conversation instead of just grabbing an off a number based on your feeling and just submitting it. And sometimes people get offended by that, and there's no negotiation happening. And number two is you're going multiple offer, especially in our competitive market now. It's ongoing communication with the other side of the realtor. What are the documents that are needed? What are the things that you can prepare to present a very solid offer to compete and essentially win the property? Sometimes it's not about price, sometimes it's really about the presentation. So it's very important that your realtor communicates and presents your offer in the best of your interests and very well prepared to the other agent. So it kind of goes both ways. So anyways, that's all for today. Probably went over 2 minutes, but hopefully this has helped you better understand the process of putting an offer in. It's not just writing it and just submitting it, but really putting in the effort in, and hopefully your realtor will put in that effort in to present it well. So if you have any questions or you want to go deeper into the discussion, be happy to do it. If you guys find this video helpful, please like and subscribe. My name is Vincent Lim with Advanced CDX Pros Real Estate Group, and I'll see you guys next week.